My dear ones, the theme of the conference is very alarming, power of peace. I wish the nations around the world, if they only realize the power of peace, there could be so much more harmony on our planet. I am very happy that UNESCO has taken up this seminar to focus on the power of peace. I congratulate the director and the office bearers of UNESCO. Especially in this part of the world, we are more familiar with the power of peace. From the time of Mahatma Gautama Buddha, Lord Mahavir, and recently of Mahatma Gandhi, we have always upheld the path of non-violence. There is a power in peace to change the hearts and minds of people, which weapons cannot do, which only education can do. A multicultural, multifaceted education is essential to bring out that strength from within young man and woman to endure the difficult times, to face challenges, turn challenges into opportunity. I was told, the word for crisis in Chinese means also opportunity. It's the same word for both crisis and opportunity. How to face the crisis? How to handle the negative emotions? This training we have not given to our young minds. We tell children, don't get angry, don't get upset, don't get depressed, but we don't teach them how not to. When they feel the rage and anger, we have not taught them how to handle it. Of course, grandmothers used to say, go into the corner and count up to 10 and then I'll see your face. But that doesn't work today. We have to give them tools, techniques, educate them to handle the negative emotions. Whether it's jealousy, greed, anger, frustration, depression, these negative emotions, they come up and it's quite natural for one to experience them. But in the lack of education of handling these emotions, one destroys one's career, it has a great impact on one's character. I was in Japan just 2 weeks ago, and then they were telling me in Japan, the incidences of children killing their parents and siblings have gone so high. And people are at loss of words. We don't know what to do. If the children goes and stabs the sibling when they are sleeping, how can you find home safe? And you send children to the schools and classrooms, they come up with the guns. Even in India, there have been incidences last year where kids went and killed their fellow students. How this culture of violence have entered into young minds is appalling. Every day we hear bomb blasts. Hundreds and thousands of people are dying, whether it's Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, now in Pakistan. UNESCO has to take up this job of bringing peace into the minds and hearts of people. Bringing it into the very culture an education where one knows how to handle the rage when it comes up. I'm just here coming directly from Israel and Palestine, and I was there in Israel, and then I went to Palestine. I tell you, can't imagine the amount of rage that people are having, of injustice being done to them, of suppression being experienced. You know, I made them all sit and said, okay, I know you have all suffered a great deal. No, what is the 60 years it has not given you any result? Why not give non-violence a chance? Why not we try for 6 months, 1 year, non-violent ways of dialogue, of talk, of understanding? You know, it did appeal to people. It just needs a few of us, professors and teachers and United Nations agencies can play a role, can definitely play a role. I feel every child needs to be educated in a multicultural, multi-religious education. If every child knows a little bit about what is taught in the Dhammapada of the Buddhism, a little bit about Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Islam, Christianity, Taoism, Shintoism, the 10 major religions in the world. If a child knows a little bit about all these religions, they grow up with a broad mindset. They don't think only I go to heaven, everybody else is going to hell. And they don't come up with this idea, okay, you know, I have to liberate them from going to hell, stop them from going to hell. This sort of mentality can be arrested. And I think it is the job of the UNESCO to impose on every country to give a multicultural, multi-religious education. See, in India, 85% of the population Hindus, and we live with Christians, and there are Muslims, and there is such a good understanding, there is such a feeling of oneness, a sense of belongingness. Now here I visited temple yesterday, Hindu temple. In every Hindu temple there is a Buddhist shrine or Buddha's shrine also. They worship Buddha also. So there is a sense of belongingness. In India, if you see many of the dargahs, which is basically in Islamic communities place, lots of Hindus go and worship in dargahs. And there are some Muslims who also participate in many Muslims participate in Ramayana and all other cultural events. So like that intercultural exchange, intercultural participation should be encouraged world over. This fanaticism has to be put to an end, put to rest. And for that we all have to do whatever we can, whatever in our capacity. So, a child needs to be educated in multidisciplinary, multi-religious education. A child should know a little bit about from each of them. You can't really, obviously, nobody can read the whole scriptures. It's a vast ocean of knowledge. But a small booklet could be prepared wherein a little bit from every religion is included, and that can be presented to as a textbook for all the children in the world. Even if one corner of the world is left feeling on, killer is going to be depression. World Health Organization has declared by 2020 the second largest disease in the world will be of mental depression. 26% of America suffers from mental depression. About 30% in Europe suffers from mental depression. 40% of school teachers are depressed in Europe. If school teachers are depressed, every second or third teacher is depressed in a school, what are they going to transmit to the kids? They can only transmit depression.